these on my phone. I don't think so. Um, okay. Just waiting for people to join with my fucking McFlurry here. It's so weird because usually when like there's no one here, I'm looking at my phone, but the live stream is on my phone. So I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna hope someone joins. Please. I'm like really tired today. I don't know why. I'm gonna bring my laptop so I can like actually do things while I'm on live. You can't see me. The lighting is bad because I'm bad. I'm bad. Do, 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 do. I don't know how that song was actually. Am I a Michael Jackson fan? I don't think so because obviously he has a few controversies. Oh my god, guys, I'm not gonna drop things again. Why do I always do that when I'm on live? Yeah. ¿Cómo que apaga la luz? Si ya estoy bajando cuando I was already downstairs by the time you said that. Jesus, what a mess. Okay, now I literally can only be recommended freaking can I talk English? No. I'm only getting recommended the Amazing Spider-Man videos, and it's like kind of a lot. But I'm also down because like get your coin, Amazing Spider-Man. Hey, how are you? How are you doing today on this lovely Thursday afternoon? It's Thursday, right? Yes, it's Thursday, guys. Ah, I literally don't know. I was literally, what was I doing? I was watching a beauty community scandal video before this, and then I was like, I feel like being chaotic today. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm great. Well, actually, some should I tell this story? Funny story. I went on a date yesterday. Bad idea. Don't go on dates. But it's fine. It was okay, I guess. I don't know. It was really awkward, and I just don't know what is wrong with me because I can't date. I did say this year I'm like on my villain era, so I am not looking for a relationship, but I also get lonely. Is that sad? I'm living with my parents now, and like all my friends are not in the city, so I like don't really have anyone to hang out with. So I'm like, hi, like, is that's so lame? That's so weird, guys. That is so sad. Whatever. I I will not give in. I get that. I get that. But it was awful, actually. His dog was really nice, though. Actually, his dog was super cute. And then, like, we were just talking, and he just like didn't really make a move or anything. And like, I get it, like, it's the 21st century, a woman can make the move, but like, I'm not that one. I'm not that one. I'm not gonna like go in for a kiss first, usually, unless I'm like really, really into the guy. And like, there, like, I would have kissed him, but I wouldn't start the kiss. There's people that I've like initiated a kiss because like I was feeling it, and that was our first kiss. But like not with this guy. And so I was like, "Ugh, well, whatever." At least, like, I g I'm not shy, I just, like I'm, like I feel like it sets up the first step in the relationship. So and I'm kind of, like, very non-committal. Like, I have really bad issues, so I'm like, I mean, I could kiss you first, but then maybe you get the impression that I like you a lot, and I don't want you to think I like you like that much, so I won't. Because that's, like, my anxiety just being like, "You can't." And I'm like, "Anxiety, you're right. I will not do this." Like, what if they reject me? Even though, like, they wouldn't, but, brain is smart. Brain is smart. I'm clearly not, so someone needs to be for us. I I don't know. This ice cream is, like, a lot. I don't know if I'm, like, vibing with it, to be honest. No, I totally get it. I was gonna say, yeah, I totally get it, Squidward. But then I was like, "It's not too much?" But I just said it anyway, so we all relate to your pain. I know, but I'm, like, talking to a couple other people, um, so hopefully I don't know, like, what am I doing with my life? Why am I on Bumble when I don't want a relationship? And, like, I'm kinda sick of, like, being a player because I was kind of on my would it be a hoe phase? I guess I was in my hoe phase last year, but it was a fun time of my life, low key. No, but I'm done with that. It was too much drama. There was this time okay, you're gonna judge me a lot, but this is, like, my peak. This is, like after this, I was like, "Okay, I need to, like, chill a little." But I went out with this guy to, like, a bar, and it was, like, really nice. We drink a lot and, end up he's not from Canada. He's from California, and he came to Canada for, I don't know, a wedding or something, and so we hooked up. I went to his hotel room, we hooked up. He gave me, like, this shirt to sleep in, and I kept the shirt, and I went to another date the next morning, like, that same morning. Like, I left, he got me an Uber back home, and I got home, I was, like, texting this other person, and then I went on a date with this other person wearing the shirt from my last night's hookup. Am I the villain? Am I the villain? Was that my villain era? Because 'Cause I'm like, "I'm gonna enter my villain era in 2022." But, like, did I already start my villain era? Oh, and the date that I went to the next morning was so awful. Like, this guy literally was just being so boring, and then I was, like, texting my sister, and she ended up calling me like, "Oh, we, what was it that she said? Fuck, I forgot. Oh, yeah, she's, like, saying, "Oh, I think I might be pregnant." And I was like, "Well, I have to go. I have to leave, help my sister out, whatever." And he was like, "Oh, okay, sorry, like, I'll get you, like, a car, like, blah, blah." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, thank you for the Uber, like, bye." And then I called my sister back and I was like, "Oh my god, thank you." Like, that was so awful. So, yeah, yesterday compared to, like, some awful bad dates that I've had, haven't been that bad. Yeah, I know she did. The one time, oh, I was, like, on this is the worst date of my life, guys. Okay, maybe not the worst because 'cause I've gone on pretty bad dates, but, like, there's this one date that I went to that was, like, to me, what I consider the worst date of my life, but I already knew this guy, like, prior, and we were friends and whatever. So it's like, it wasn't that bad overall, but this guy, I just met him off Hinge, and, like, that's why I haven't, like, hung out with anyone from Hinge again because it was, like, the weirdest experience. And he started talking about Palestine on our date and was like, "Oh, yeah, I support Israel." Like, "Sir? What do you mean you support Israel?" Like, why are you telling me this on our first date? Like, hot take for a first date. I don't know. obviously, even if I found that out on the second date, I wouldn't go on the third date, but I'm just saying, like, it's a lot to put on a first date. Um, yeah, and it's the first time we were meeting, and then also, like, the waiter came and he's like, "Oh, what do you guys wanna drink?" Whatever, and I was like, "Coke," because I always drink Coca-Cola, like, y'all, you know this, and then, um, this is so stupid. This guy was like, "Oh, can I have a water?" And then the waiter's like, "Yes," obviously. He's like, "Oh, but the water's free, right?" And the waiter's like, "Yeah?" And he's like, "Okay, good." And then he, like, proceeds to tell me the story about how the one time he went to a restaurant and the water's in free, and he's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Okay, but, like, if there's no like, if it costs money, like, you wouldn't get a water? Like, what do you mean?" And he's like, "Oh, no. Like, I'd rather not waste my money on water." And I was like, even though, like, I don't think legally they can be like, "Oh, water isn't free," like, tap water at least, like, they have to give you tap water for free, I'm pretty sure, so but also, like, I don't know, if you're really worrying about, like, what how much would the water cost anyway, like, $1? Like, please, sir. And he paid for the food, like, my food anyways. So I was like, I don't understand why you're being cheap on, like, your drink. Just having, like they're, like, the chewable vitamin things, and actually it just tastes good. They taste like orange, and so that's why I'm having it because like, it's just good. Also healthy. Okay, maybe it's not that good. It's starting to taste weird. I'm fine. So yeah, that's the team. I talked to I talked to this guy today though. I just sent him one message. Um, maybe he's answered more now, but I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it. You're a Leo man?" Red flag. Like, are you guys as bad as people say you are? I think I actually did date a Leo man the one time, and he was really sweet. So I was I was so bad. I broke his heart really badly, but I don't know. He was a mess. And then I dated his best friend. Oh, I forgot about that. I dated his best friend, but to be fair, he was dating someone else already at the time, and we were still friends after we dated. But I was so mad because he was dating this girl that that used to flirt with him all the time when I was dating him, and then they end up dating. Like it was like a few months after I broke up with him, but it's still I was like, hello, what you mean you're dating her? And so I was like, "Is it okay if I ask out your best friend?" And he was like, I guess, but he's gonna say no to you." And like his best friend and me and my best friend at the time, the four of us were really close. All of us. It wasn't like a random like, oh no, we were like I was really, really good friends with his best friend. And like there was chemistry, there was vibes there, like I could tell he was into me. And so the next time I hung out with him, I was like really cute and like and he was like and I was and so yeah, I did get my coin. No, we did date for a while, but he was like an alcoholic, um, which wasn't like fun. Story with this. Oh my god, give me a second to die. No, but the story with this guy actually, was he was like a military brat or whatever, and but like I don't know, he did like hella drugs and stuff, and then at some point, I think it was like a couple years ago, I like talked to him again, and like I hadn't talked to him in a while, and we talk every once in a while. I have him on Snapchat, and we were texting, whatever, and we end up like it got spicy, and I was like, and then like a year after that, I was talking to him again, and he's like telling me about his wife that he's married to, and he's like, yeah, we've been together for a year, and I was like, a year? Like a year ago, you and me were sexting. What do you mean a year? I didn't say anything, but I was like, okay, a year. Not you cheating on your wife with me, like, what? And they own, like, I don't know. Yeah, I know, I was like not me being a home wrecker, like, all of a sudden, I didn't even know about this. I don't think I'm a home wrecker. Maybe he's, like, overestimating. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't. Like, I know sometimes people will, like, throw numbers like, "Oh, yeah, we've been together for a year," when you've been together for 9 months because you round it up. So maybe it was that, but, like, I was like also, a funny pattern with this guy, all the girls he dated were, like, Latinas. Like, I'm not saying he has a but he has a type. Um, he definitely does. It's okay though. We support him, I guess. Um, and he's happily married, so get your coin. He tried to join the military at one point, I remember, and then he got kicked out because they do like random drug testing, and he failed it. I'm pretty sure he still sells drugs for a living. So fun. That was like my era, like my drug dealer dating era. Okay, I'm not. It's not fun. Don't date drug dealers. He wasn't a drug dealer when I dated him actually. So to be fair, I was not aware of his criminal activities. But yeah, he threw something at me once because he was really drunk, and that was when I was like, no, this is not happening for me. And I ended up things, and I like stopped being friends with those people. So moral of the story, but honestly, like the girl that I used to be friends with, like really close friends with, of that friend group, she actually ended up dating the first guy I dated, and they were together for a year, and then he like cheated on her. It was awful. It was so much drama. I wasn't part of it. Like I found out way after. And like when they were dating, like I did end up finding out, and I was like, "Oh, that's totally okay." Like I actually had made a joke after I broke up with him about the two of them dating, and I was like, because I thought they would be good together because they were more similar people. But yeah, then I guess he became an asshole. So I didn't know, but after I was friends with her, so she told me, and she would tell me about it every once in a while because we would talk. And then yeah, he like totally ghosted her, and he was like blocked her everywhere, and like started seeing someone else. And I'm like, oof, sucks to suck. That's why I dumped him. Like I'm sorry. I knew he wasn't. But is this rude? I don't think he would have cheated on me. I just their relationship was really different from my relationship. Like I was like his first like girlfriend. I was like his first love, and he really, really like was low key obsessed with me. That's why I ended things. Um, wow, my love life is like a lot. Anyways, oh, I thought it was dirty for a second. It's the white shirt. I was like, oh, but it's just a fucking sticker. Um, I'm alive. I'd like to talk about whatever you guys want me to talk about as well. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will try to answer the most I can. I know it really did me dirty. Like yesterday, I was filming this TikTok, and like I did my lips look so chapped, and like that's a big part. It was like going like shh, and it's like a transition. I don't know. I wanted to try something new. So it's that song that's like, "See, I got you all figured out." Da-da-na. I don't know, but there's this one part that's like, "When you're shh," and so I'm like, I started to do the shh, and then it changes to the other like transition, like whatever, and then I realized after I posted it when I go like this, there's like makeup, like lipstick on my tooth, and I'm like, why? And I didn't notice it until after I posted. So 10 out of 10. Highlight of my career, I think. Career. She says, as if I have a career. And I'm not just like recording shit on my phone. There's, like, all liquid now too. I need, like, a straw. I don't know. I, like I had, like, my super serious relationship, like, last year. Oh my god! Wait, tell me about that. That's so cool. I was thinking, like, should I make another It video? Like, I wasn't sure people were interested in it. Like, because it's not Halloween anymore, so I felt like, "Oh, should I post, like, a spooky video? Christmas season?" Like but, like, yeah. I mean, I have videos planned, like, I'm trying to post 3 times a week now. Hopefully can still do it. Yeah, I should. Okay, I'll do part 2 then. Or should I do, like, what are the Losers Club like? Because I know since I did the, like, "What are the colors like?" video, I could do "What are the Losers Club?" so I can just talk about each character. I really like that concept. I wanna also do because like, Harry Potter, like, shifting content, I feel like it's done to death. So I'm, like, just trying to think, like, what other, um, fandoms people would like, and yeah. Okay, so I'll definitely post that. What are the Losers? I love them so much. They're such, like, comfort characters to me. Um, I also ended up scripting Pennywise into my DR, but, like, he's not Pennywise. Like, it's, like, kind of similar, but, like, it's not a supernatural being. It's, like, a real person. Um, and it's kinda spicy. I know, they're honestly such good characters, and for me, it is, like, such a good, like I like the book, but also I love the movies. So, like, to me, it's like a mixture. Obviously, the headcanons are, like, no excuses for what? Did I do something? Am I about to get canceled? No excuses. You're a bad person. Sorry, my anxiety just went like, "Oh, really? What part are you at?" I have, like, 3 copies of the book, that's how much I love it. Honestly, you saw my setup for Christmas or sorry, for Halloween. It was my it I also have a blanket, actually. I should show that blanket sometime. I'll show it on my what are the Losers Club like. Natalie, what should I have no excuses for? I'm so confused still about that comment. I'm gonna put this in the freezer because, like, I don't want a fucking McFlurry smoothie. No! That's not what it's like, I don't super Pennywise. That's not the tea. It's like it's kind of like a thriller aspect. Because I did wanna oop, shoot, my phone. I did wanna include some of the, what's it called? Thriller aspect because it is a horror book and stuff, but I also don't wanna, like, be murdered. So I just had it that, like, it was, like, a criminal, that dresses up like a clown and, like, commits crimes instead of, like, a actual person or sorry, an actual, like, alien from space, like, like, I don't know how to explain it because, like, if you haven't read the book, it's kinda weird, but, like, actually, Pennywise is a it's an evil entity from space that it's so hard to explain. I'm sorry, I can't explain the it story that well. But also, there's a turtle named Marvin who's a good guy, and that's why they reference the turtle in the movie. Like in the first movie of the like new movies, they're like in the quarry swimming, and there's like a turtle there. And I'm like, oh my god, a turtle! And I'm like, real ones, no. Yeah, yeah, see, I was like, real ones know. Oh, I really like that scene. It's so cute. You can tell, like, they're actually just having fun as friends. I think that's when, like, movies and TV shows, like, are always the best when the characters, like, are friends in real life or, like, dating in real life, like, that's when you can see that chemistry so well. I guess that's not really acting at that point, it's like they're genuinely friends or they're genuinely in a relationship, so but I mean, okay, it's low-key kinda scary. I haven't gone to the quarry because, like, I'm afraid of heights, okay, I would never. I'd be, like, scared I'm gonna, like, hit a rock or something or fall the wrong way. Like, obviously, I know I wouldn't get hurt because I already scripted that, but I'm, like, paranoid, so I'd be like, cliff jumping? Yes, you do that, queen, but I'll stay and take pictures of you. How about that? I mean, like, I'm that friend. I'll help you until you get a Instagram picture that is amazing. I'll like I use all the like little edit things in Apple, like on photos. You know how you can just mess up with like lighting settings and all that. That's how I edit my pictures, like mostly. Just the lighting, I feel like is the only issue. Really? Are you like a thrill seeker? I don't know why I keep pouring water like every 5 seconds. Like I have to refill every time I take a sip. Like that's not how water works. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm just so used to drinking like smaller water bottles. Yeah, it can be awkward, especially like oh, to me the most awkward is when you have those couples in the show, like they're related or something, and they are dating in real life. Like to me, that's the weirdest. Even if they were dating before it happened, or like in The Fault in Our Stars, and so, I don't know, the actor for the guy and the actor for the girl, they're a couple, right? In that movie. And then they're in Divergent and there's brother and sister. Like, who decided to cast that? It's weird, especially with how big The Fault in Our Stars was. I was like, this is disturbing. Like, why can't I see a picture of them kissing right here and now they're related? No. Yeah, I mean, that guy's weird anyways. I don't like the allegations against him. Like, his name's Ansel Elgort? I don't think so. Let me Google it. The Fault. I know because he was just in West Side Story, and a lot of people, like, canceled that movie because he was in it. Ansel Elgort, yeah. Um, I don't know, that's so sus to me. Ugh, I just or even that website, like, Siblings or Dating, I'm like, or I saw this TikTok the other day, guys. Oh my god. Angelina Jolie in the Oscars, I think it was like maybe 2007. Maybe I'm tripping. It's not the year. I don't know. It was when she won her first Oscar. She was with her brother. Oh my god, it's so disturbing. And she was like really all over her brother the whole night. If you see pictures, like it's literally the stuff you see in like Siblings or Dating, because like his hand is literally right like on her waist, but like almost touching her butt. It's like not cute. And then she won the Oscar. She's giving her speech and she's like, "Yeah, I'm so in love with my brother right now." Sis, what do you mean? And then they kiss. There's like multiple pictures of them kissing, like from different angles, so it's not the same kiss. Like you can tell it's different kisses because like he's in a different position or she is. And it's like, why are you kissing your brother on the lips? And it's like it wasn't a short kiss either or a peck. It's like they're making out basically. And like she did that in the Golden Globes too that year. So it's like, um, excuse me? And I guess, like, I don't know, I didn't even know about this. There's, like, a lot of family drama she had. She didn't get along with her father for a while, and he spoke out against that as well, so it wasn't just like, "Oh, this is a weird family thing they have." No, like, why does no one talk about this? I literally didn't even know until I saw it on TikTok, like, 2 days ago. Like, sis, I'm sorry, but, like, what? And the best part of it all, it's like they literally look like the same person. Hold up, let me show you guys. Angelina and her brother. I guess his name's James. I'm just gonna Yeah, they literally look like the same person. That's the first thing that comes up when you Google them, like, them kissing. Like, sis, what do you mean? Like, why is there so many pictures on the internet of you kissing your brother? Sis. But, like, yeah, if you look at them, like, let me just open this picture. Maybe not so soon, but I just like, why? Why are they the same person? They look the same. You can't tell me they're not twins. Like, this is literally twincest. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. I mean, I know they're not, but, like, disturbing. Just disturbing in every sense of the way. Yeah, on the mouth, girl. Like, for what reason? For what reason did she decide she's in love with her brother? Like, Cersei Lannister, who? And why does no one talk about this? Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand what the. And I guess they're still like close. Like, he used to babysit her children. Like, what? Why? Celebrities are just strange people. I just don't get them. I'm. I don't. I really don't understand the things celebrities do. Like, honestly, I'm trying to think of like what else is going on right now in the world to talk about. Like, what are world events? No Way Home came out, obviously. I talked about that in my last video. If you haven't watched it, you should after this live stream ends. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this year, though. I feel like 2022 has to be good. Like, please be good. I know, I know. I don't understand. Like, there's being close with your siblings. Like, me and my brother are really, really close. But like, no, that is too far. That like you're just crossing a line there, like my girl. Jeez. But yeah. Oh, and talking about celebrities, I saw this post too. Like this was a few weeks ago, of I guess it was like a uh theater, yeah, in Staten Island, yeah. So it was a theater in Staten Island that was totally closed down, and then Kim Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson, which he's from Staten Island, so and Scott Disick for some reason were there and they had dinner together and everything. Like I don't understand. Like obviously this relationship is a PR stunt. Like no one can convince me otherwise. I'm still a fan. Like I'm not hating. Like whatever. It's entertaining. But like Scott Disick, like why? I don't understand. Oh my god. I don't know if I could ever be lonely enough to like make up. But like, why is she lonely? Like, she's literally at that point was like such a famous star. She had just won. I think this is after Girl Interrupted. Yeah, this is the award she got for Girl Interrupted. Like, I'm sure if you want to date someone, there's 1,000 guys who are probably even more attractive than the brother who'd like want to be with Angelina Jolie. Like, why are you kissing your? No, no excuses. Like that's who has no excuses. Angelina fucking Jolie. I mean, like, me? No, I would never. But even if I was desperate, like, I just I don't understand. There's never an excuse. Not me dropping my AirPod case. I love this. It's like the engraving was free when I got them, so I should have got it to say "fuck you," to be honest, but I was not in my villain era back then. I mean, this is a year ago. I got them for, like, Valentine's Day, and I was last year was my first Valentine's Day not single, and now I'm like, I'm back to the land of the single. But, like, when I was in my relationship last year, I was like, "Oh, I can never be single again." Like, being single, like, it's so awful. It's for losers. Like, I love being in a relationship. I'm gonna be in a relationship for the rest of my life with this man. I'm gonna marry him. I literally said that. Um, and then I like got single. I was like, I kind of wanted to get into a relationship, and then I met men around me, and I was like, and then like every woman I try to talk to, just like they don't seem interested. I don't know. It's really weird. I've tried. Well, there's this one girl who's really into me, but because of COVID, we couldn't meet up, and I'm like not gonna be talking to someone online for ages. If I'm interested in a relationship, like I get it's COVID and I get like she lived with her grandma, but I'm sorry, like I'm not gonna be talking to you when there's like no future. Like we don't know where we're gonna be able to meet. And like I'm actually trying to just go out and have fun at that point. So yeah. Being single can be fun, but I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm like I feel like for example, this something my best friend told me, she's like, "Every time you start talking to someone, you stop posting on YouTube." And I'm like, "Not the call out. Please not the call out." And I was like, "Why is that true?" Because I decide, "Oh, instead of working on stuff that I enjoy, I'm gonna pour everything I have into this relationship." No, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, and then it ends up being shit. So like that's why I'm saying like I gotta focus on myself as a person and not be dating in the year of our Lord 2022. And I just need to be an independent, strong woman who doesn't need to rely on anyone. But that's scary. That's so scary. Like I actually have to do things myself. Like that's why I'm still like going on dates, but not dating. Cause like when I'm not, when it's just like very very casual and just the first couple dates, I'm like fine. I just can't let it get further than that. So that's what shifting is for. Like I can have a sweet little boyfriend in my DR and not have to deal with the drama. Well, there's still drama actually, so I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I get that. I can be really awkward around people I like as well. Honestly, going on dates is not even that what it's cracked up to be. Even like my ex that we dated seriously, we went on like 2 dates. That's so sad for me. But it was COVID. Like we started dating during lockdown. And so it was just like us going to each other's places. Like I used to sleep over at his place like every day basically. But we used to like hang out too much. And like I remember the first time I hung out with him, it was oh my god. This is such a like sad story now because like it we're not on good terms at this point. But it was actually really sweet at the time. And we just were gonna hang out and we ended up hanging out from like 3 p.m. to like 3 a.m. and just talking and hanging out and like we walked and whatever. And he didn't even kiss me. Like I think we hung out like 5 times. He slept over at my place the one time and he hadn't even kissed me. I was like, "Sir, when are you gonna kiss me?" Like he started talking about how, like, basically, how he was talking about me to his friends and that he was really into me and wanted to be my boyfriend, kind of implying it. When he hadn't even kissed me, I was like, "Sir." I literally told him, "Yeah, I he is." So I was like, big words for someone who hasn't even kissed me, and he's like, "Oh, like, whatever. You haven't made the move either." And I was like, "Yeah, but you know how I am, like, you have to make the first move." And then he's like and then, like, I don't know when he kissed me. I don't know if it was that day or later or whatever, but obviously he did. And then, like, he's like, "Yeah, I think someone's gonna ask you something really important on Valentine's Day." And I was like, and yeah, I totally get it with Rich. He's such a sweetheart and he's so funny. To me, that's really important, like funny guys. And that's another thing about that guy that I went out with yesterday. I was like getting so like I was getting flashbacks. First off, like he's a truck driver, which is fine. But my stepdad's a truck driver and it feels like dating your dad. Is that creepy? Like I just can't date someone who has the same job as my like father figure. Like I'm sorry, it was disturbing. No, okay, like, if we actually obviously got along and hit it off well and had good chemistry, I'm not gonna care about his job, but, like, that is just another thing on top of everything that I'm like sense of humor, I think, is probably the most important thing, and just, like, because someone can be funny, but you don't find them funny. Because like, my sense of humor, I feel like is pretty different from other people, and so when you find someone who has the same sense of humor as you, and they're funny, that's, like, the peak. Like, that's the type of person you wanna date. Um, I thought I found someone like that, and then they try to ghost me, and then I got really mad, and I started posting stories where I looked really cute, and then they messaged me again, and I was like, "You think I'm gonna start talking to someone who ghosted me? Like, or try to? Like, no, I can't." Oh my god. Oh, that went down the road pipe. I just, like, almost it went, like, almost into my nose. Oh, that was I can't even drink water, guys, without making a fool of myself. Um, sorry about me just casually dying. But yeah, it's so much easier when, like, I don't know, it's not when it's a character you actually, like, know from reading, opposed to some rando. Oh my god. I totally would. I've done really awkward things on dates. Honestly, okay, uh, you guys probably weren't there, but I had this one live stream where I was talking about my love life, and I was kind of in this, like, love triangle. In, like, around 2021, like, September of this past year, and I was talking about it, and one of the guys, like, his nickname here is Chad, because he's, like, literally a Chad, and, uh, on our first date, I was like I gave no fucks. I was, like, literally burping in his face. Okay, not in his face, but I burped really loudly because we were eating, and then we kinda had to burp off. Like, that's the kind of person I am. Oh, I'm the same, Natalie. I literally always do that, like, I'll message people. Oh, I'm so bad at texting, like, unless it's, like, my my best friend or my sister or, like, my family who I live with now, but, like, when I was living with them, my family, which mostly my mom, actually. Other than, like, those 3 people, I, like, don't answer anyone. Yeah, but I saw that guy Chad, like, on and off for, like, 7 months, so I think having a burp off on the first date worked. Uh, we also, like, hooked up, so maybe that had more to do with it. Yeah, we're actually still in contact. He's, like, low-key my friend. Don't tell him that because he's a loser, but oh my god, I can't stop. Oh, that's reminding me of another story, but I cannot tell this story. He would not like it if I did. Let's just say it was a night. I was so mad at him. And we ended up in this parking lot, and I was wearing, like, my onesie, and we're just in this parking lot at, like, 3 AM. That's 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 nice. When you end up in a parking lot at 3 AM in a fucking onesie. I went into the store like that because we had to buy something, um, and I was, like, in such a sour mood, and I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll go buy it with you, but I'm gonna wear my onesie." And he was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Am I serious? You're gonna say that to me after what you've done? No, that's not how this is gonna work." This is why we hate men. Um, you know what the worst part is? Like, now I moved, so I can't see him, but if I hadn't moved and because 'cause we've been talking a bit, like, he would've come over to my place, and we would've hung out, and I would've given in to temptation, so I can't text him when I move back because I will be in a toxic situationship again. Oh, that's so cute. I went to Walmart in my prom dress because 'cause I'm a 2020 grad, class of 2020, best class since Spanish influenza in the what is it, 19 I don't know. You know what? I actually saw a TikTok about this, and I wanted to talk about it, and it's how Edward Cullen would react to COVID because he died because of the last pandemic we had. So he'd probably be like, "Y'all mask up." This man, obviously, he can't get vaccinated because he can't get COVID. But I heard this thing where like, um, you know how Carlisle is like honestly not the best doctor ever because he like does things that would be considered malpractice all the time. Low key. Okay. And so he like to help Edward and stuff. So I would not be surprised if he would go along with this plan. And someone said it on TikTok, I don't know who, but they were like, "Oh, I bet Carlisle would help Edward like go unvaccinate, like vaccinate anti-vaxxers because he can read people's minds. So if he hears someone being like an anti-vaxxer thought, then him and Carlisle can just go and like inject them with okay, is that like fucked? Low key, but would Edward do it with how much of like a psycho he is? Sometimes, like, yes. And he would get his coin too, and then maybe this pandemic would end. So, do we need an Edward and Carlisle going around vaccinating people? Probably. That's what our Earth needs. That's the multiverse we needed that we didn't get. You know? Also, just want to say the concept of the multiverse for uh, Marvel, it kind of scares me. I was talking about it today with a friend because, like, it gives Marvel the excuse to be lazy writers and, like, have plot holes and explain it off with this shit. I don't know. You think they would be able to catch COVID? I don't think they can get sick though. No, I don't think they would. Sorry, I read your thing wrong. I don't think they would. That's the thing. But he would be pissed off because he died during a pandemic, right? That's how Edward, like, naturally died. So, like and didn't his family die from that too? I don't even fucking know. Parents. I'm, like, actually Googling it. I feel like I made this up. Yeah! His father died during the first wave of the influenza. Edward's mother later contracted Spanish influenza and begged the doctor who was taking care of them. Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah. So obviously, I don't think vampires could get COVID, but I'm saying his parents died during the last pandemic, and now that it's actually very much preventable, like for people to get sick with like vaccines and stuff, and masking and everything, that we have like these practices. Um, people don't want to do it, so I'm betting he probably be like pissed about it. That's what I'm trying to say. Imagine you die during a pandemic, and then, like, 100 years later, there's, like, technologies that if it would've been around when you were young, like, you wouldn't have died, and your parents wouldn't have died, and, like, probably a bunch of your friends and, like, people that you knew wouldn't have died, and people are being stupid and not, like, listening. I'd be mad. I'd be mad if I were him. And, it's funny that, it's called Spanish influenza because, like, it didn't originate in Spain. It didn't originate in Europe. I'm not sure where it originated. Maybe uh, let's Google it. I don't wanna give false information. Where did the Spanish flu start? My brother just came downstairs. He's like a public menace. He's making faces. Okay.